Guess what? I've got the Trojan fucking horse sitting right there. That's the fucking Trojan horse. Look. The Trojan horse. Over there is a diamond worth $200 million. I picked up for $10 in a shop. Just there. That's a 3-part fucking nuke. That cost me just under about $10. Just there. See that tea set thing? See those salt and pepper shaker thingies? Them? If you smash them together, that's roughly at least the same as a 2,000-pound fucking bomb. See those rocks there? That black one and that fucking one up there? Up there? Just there? That one and that one? My great-grandpa, they called Superman. That, he blacked out, he went unconscious before he killed a shitload of pedophiles over on an American Army base, and jumped to Mount Dom and squashed that fucking, while unconscious, squashed that with his foot and made plutonium. There's plutonium on that fucking thing. And that he had in his hand. He woke up, I think, with that in his fucking hand, and he literally. They called my dad the Hulk. And Steve Austin. Can't remember any of that. My grandpa, the Wolverine. He couldn't remember fucking thing. I've got a toilet here. See that? Cleopatra shut in that. Where's that other one? That fucking golden thing. It's really something. If that alien stole it, good for you, cunt. Oh, really? Well, I did give it to him. Fucking poor little fucker. To save his life, he had to poison me. And I knew that I'd survive. And it's like, he's a nice little fella. Little skinny fella. Fuck it. That's things over. I honestly don't give a fuck. That thing's over like about a million and a half years old. And he had also to save his life, and I knew it wouldn't hurt me and stuff. It's just a thing. He shot me in the head with a spaceship cannon as well to save his life. That's cool. And I thought, fuck, that's a hell of a thing to have to do to a good guy. Well, at least one of the best guys, or the best guy ever. So here, have the fucking Golden Kings. Well, it's got 7 things around it, 7 pictures, 7 like scratch markings of warrior, like of what looks like kings. Like really, it's like that bowl thing. It's quite thick. Really, I said you can fucking have that. Really, it's the least I could do. Poor little fella. Fuck. That there. That's a fucking. If you're showing an 11-volt light and even like a 12-volt light, that I think is a map and language chart for the entire galaxy. Right there. Because it shines patterns in that actually. Look there. Look at that. Can you see that? You see that shit? See that? See that? You see this? Look at that fucking shit. You see that? That's off his tits. That's super duper special too, this thing. That knife over there, I found that in a fucking antique shop. Cost me $10. Covered in rust. Took me a while. I sanded it off and I made it all nice. That's 100-fold fucking heirloom. I can tell. It's a berserker knife. It's in a straitjacket. As if, really, the fucking thing right there. Right there. It's a Chris knife. Obviously, one of my ancestors crushed into wherever they're from, and all the natives loved us. And that obviously was there for a while, and they made him a knife, long enough to make a 100-fold knife. Which is roughly the time it takes to build a ship, enough to get home. Tarzan was a relative. He got home and they called him affectionately hard to get rid of. Tarzan. Really? He got home and he said something along the lines of, coconuts are the most courageous babies. They weren't even scared. He grabbed 2 coconuts and fucking swam to Norway. See? The 3-part thing? That's a fucking... I smashed that. That hole was capable of completely... Sorry about the speed. Blowing up the entire galaxy. That's an explosive device. A smashed one. A PPPP. I think they call it. That fucking thing. That's designed to, in a chain reaction, split gold atoms. Bit of a difference in the brutality factor between plutonium and gold. You can tap gold until you can see through it. That was going to blow the fucking galaxy up. I'm a retired fucking kitchen maker. I was never in the army or any of that shit. Technically, I thought about it the other day and I thought, holy fuck, I'm not even part of the system. I never really was. I worked it out. No. On a lighter note, that cost me $200 to build in structural timbers. That fucking thing there. All this work here cost me under $1,000 to build. Literally, that's not bad, right? That there, see that? That green shit there? That's Jacob's ladder. That's the Russian shit that sent those poor cunts mad and they tore their fucking guts out and shit. Look at this. Watch this. See this? Nothing. I've tried it before. That, not a thing. This shit made men tear their own guts out. They ate one of the group. They plugged the holes with him, the bits of him, and tore out all their internals, except for their hearts and lungs. Nothing. Look, see this? This fucking thing would rot a man to nothing, just like that. Nothing. I spent $1,000 and literally scored well over $1 billion worth of stuff. I'm quite an investor. And it's all legitimate. Pretty much everything in here is gold. These candlestick holders, because you weren't supposed to, it was a thing, you're not supposed to draw swords in a castle. That's the olden day thing. All beat people to death in the war, so that actually didn't actually occur. Most of them are broken. Norway, Denmark, England. Twice each. I think, or probably would be. Something tells me that the next time my great non-rapist Viking or non-rapist ancestor went back to Norway, it could be. Anyway, something like that. The candlestick holder was smaller. I think in hopes that it wasn't as disgusting if it happened again. Because it was smaller, it was faster and worse. Anyway, that painting's worth $40 million. That one's the same. If the Mona Lisa's worth $40 million, that fucking is. And so is that one. That says Barbara Henderson. So that diamond's worth 20 million. I've got a diamond. Look. That's a mad ass diamond. It's big, right? That's a crust diamond. It's pink. It's really nice. It's a really good depiction of what rolling waves under there do. And the diamonds are that colour because it's like a fire thing. That'd probably, if you put it in your, if you're a man and you put it in your pocket, would heal your nuts if they were even wrecked. If they just wouldn't work anymore. That fucking thing, that's some of the most powerful fucking heroin it ever has been anywhere. However, there's nothing, whoever made it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just a thing. And people's, you know what you're fucking looking at anyway. Don't worry about it. I was there. They knew anyway. It's a conscious thing. It's like getting a gun and shooting yourself in the head. You know what's going to happen. They all knew what they were in the army thing. Just to basically put you to sleep in a war zone. So when you just lick the fucking thing and you just don't give a fuck and you sleep in a crater. I had a crater one, but I gave it to some cunt. I'm pretty sure he ate the whole fucking thing and died. I'm not sure what happened with that. Anyway. My name's Christian Swanee. I got missing teeth. Huh?